Alpine Wednesday?
I don't know, but we are live, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Are we really live?
Yeah. What's going on, boys and girls?
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Bobby's back at his energy drinks. Look at that. He's already, yeah. Let's just keep it at that. Welcome, boys and girls, for Jonathan Mercado.
Bob Hernandez?
Definitely not prettier than Ben.
Definitely not.
I missed the Benny boy right here. But today we're going to just title it Facebook Wednesday.
Wow, that's sad. So sad.
It's that day.
It is Wednesday.
Yeah, thank God. But anyways, guys, start with some house cleaning stuff. Save the date. So we call it the Winter Expo, but it's not the same Winter Expo that you're used to as previous years. Usually Winter Expos are remote starter, lighting, heated seats, anything that's winter based. Well, this year we're doing it a little bit different with our expo. It's going to be everything. So all the vendors that we deal with, pretty much all the manufacturers are going to be there, remote starters, amplifiers, speakers, subwoofers, lighting, side steps, tonneau covers, remote starters.
We're calling all angels, dude. It's the entire Go Fast army. So we certainly need our people from our customers, right? Our Go Fast army, but all the vendors are going to be there. We're going to have some special guests. We're going to have some specialized training being done at this. More details that come, guys. It's right here on the tip of my tongue, and I want to say it, but we're going to kind of hold it until we do the release. But
real quick. It's 1 month away.
It is 1 month away. So, guys, keep an eye for look in your inboxes today. Keep an eye out for if you've been to one of our events before. The Eventbrite registration will be going live very shortly. So, kind of getting exciting because we're starting to get to that. Like Johnny said, 1 month away, and typically we start to give away stuff every week. So, keep an eye out for in your inbox. Look into the Eventbrite registration. You might see a communication from there. So lots of stuff happening.
So just to recap what normally happens at the expo really, really quickly. Lots of trainings. Level 2 trainings. We're gonna have some special guests at the event. So that's number one. Number two. Giveaways. Obviously, you guys all know we do it big. 1 year we gave away $1 million, $500,000, and $250,000. So who knows? Number three, we're gonna have a cash and carry section. I know you guys really enjoy the cash and carry, so make sure you bring cash, your checkbooks, your credit card. We're gonna have somebody from finance there collecting payments. It's literally gonna be your cash and carry. And the cool thing about the Sturbridge Host is it's not like the Mass Mutual Center where you park, you gotta walk almost a mile to get to your car. So if you buy a bunch of stuff, your car is gonna be right outside the doors.
You drop it in the car, lock it up, and come back in because there's gonna be a lot of things going on. Right? Like as Johnny mentioned, the outlet room, where the giveaways, the trainings. Like to Johnny's point, we're going to have a special guest doing a special training. So you definitely want to make sure that when you go to Eventbrite, you go ahead and register for the training. So seating will be limited.
Yep, and guys, also remember, we are going to provide lunch for you guys, so make sure you come hungry. And number two. It's the Sturbridge Host. A lot of you guys know about the Sturbridge Host. There's a lot of history with us there. Literally, the whole place has been remodeled, redesigned. Seawater pool.
It's saltwater.
Saltwater, seawater, same thing. Got a little bit of whale. We're gonna skip that. Anyways, so see you at the Sturbridge Host, September 25th in Sturbridge, Mass. Be there or be squared. We want to talk about the Solar Guard heat lamp display contest still going on. A lot of you guys have taken advantage of this promotion we got. So for every $500 in Solar Guard purchases you do in this month, it'll earn you one entry. For every Vortex purchase, it doubles the points. And one Vortex reel can cost you like $500, so you'll get 2 entries. So make sure you call your sales rep about getting some Solar Guard film in your barn, and let's get you added to that display.
Yeah, that display, we've talked about this a couple of weeks in a row, so I won't belabor it, but certainly to sell window film, to sell higher end window film, this is the perfect tool. Every shop should have one. Every shop should have some sort of display to kind of show people what is the difference between a regular film and the Vortex, which is a ceramic film, which is a high heat rejection film.
Correct.
Even though it could be practically clear. It can be almost clear, but you're still going to get the heat rejection properties. It looks fantastic.
Correct.
Folks that want to remain compliant, right? Because not all of us, Johnny, when we get a little older and a little grayer, I don't want to be windowed, like 5% limo tint like you, where I can't even see where I'm driving. I'm driving by Braille as it is. So you got to have it, if I go in and I have the car tinted, it's going to be legal. 35% up front is lighter. But, you still want that great high heat rejection. Well, how do you sell that to your customers if you can't explain to them the difference between a ceramic film that is a little bit more expensive and your basic is like a dyed film, which, it's to the natural consumer or to the regular consumer.
They don't know.
Wait, film is film is film.
They don't know.
What do I know from film?
So
It's dark.
So just to make that, because there was a topic on one of the Facebook forums about that. Guys, I don't care what brand you're doing, obviously. Your consumers don't know what the hell you're using. You could be using, for all we know, vinyl on the windows. You could
Saran wrap.
Saran wrap on the windows. You know what I mean? So I see a lot of brands out there, but nobody ever talks about the brands that actually mean something and did something to this industry. And let me tell you, SolarGuard has done a ton in this industry, especially when it comes to the Vortex stuff. I don't give a crap what you put on the windows, but I want you to test the theory out. If you don't believe me, put whatever film you want on one window. If you think it's the best thing from sliced bread, I want you to put the most expensive film you can get. Put it on one window and put on the other window Vortex. I want you to give an unbiased opinion of which one is better. And I guarantee you that the Vortex is going to murder that film. It's to the point where Vortex is, like Bob said, you 100 degree day. Vortex, you can put your hand right on the window and it'll be cool to the touch. Every other window film that I've seen out there that claims to be high rejection of heat has failed miserably on heat. You put your finger on the window and it's hot to touch. So if you really want the challenge, try it out. Try SolarGuard Vortex, and on top of that, not only will you get better film, you'll also get 2 entries into that display that will sell. It'll be a silent seller for you, because the minute that a customer starts playing around with that display and sees all the different films, the minute they get to Vortex, it'll be an instant lay down sale.
They'll know that they'll understand the difference. They'll understand why I'm going to spend a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I always make the analogy. If all things being equal, you're going to result in price.
Correct.
So, I'm driving down the road. It's not like they're all Hyundais driving on the road, right? There's Mercedes, there's BMWs, there's Lincolns, there's Cadillacs, there's every type of vehicle because they've shown some value. Well, this little heat lamp display, this is going to show you value, and somebody is going to know the difference immediately between a regular film and the Vortex film, and they're going to find, if they find value in it, there's more of a chance that you're going to be able to sell that higher end film. And the cool thing about film, if you're putting in the cheapo, no-name film and you're installing it on a vehicle, or you're doing the best film that you can find, like a Vortex film, it's the same labor. It's exact same labor. There is no difference.
You'll just make more money.
You're just going to make more money.
You literally are. So John Nicholas did a kind of a comparison of different films, and when you get to the Vortex, you're almost quadrupling your money you're making off of the film, because it's just a simple sale. It's an upsale for all your customers. Customers don't know what they're getting on the windows, but by you explaining it to them on why they spend a little bit more for better quality film, it's going to go a long way, and you're going to make more money off of each ticket. So we'll eventually put one of those videos up that John Nicholas did. That'll be a good video to watch. Him comparing, prices from entry level all the way up to their Vortex and Zenith film. But yeah, if you want the best of the best, give SolarGuard a try. I guarantee you will not be upset. It'll be a little bit more money, but at the end of the day, you're not spending with your pocket. You're spending with your customer's pocket. And the customers, if you explain it correctly, are willing to spend that money.
Sure. You just have to prove value.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, if you don't have a heat lamp display, call your Go Fast sales rep. He can help you buy a heat lamp display, or call your Go Fast sales rep, place some Solar Guard orders, and to Johnny's point, somebody's going to win one. And I think we're doing the drawing is going to be on the 4th of September. So Wednesday, 4th of September, so that's 2 weeks from now, we'll be doing the drawing for the Solar Guard heat lamp display. Call your Go Fast sales rep. You want to make sure you're getting in on this, or call your Go Fast sales rep and just buy your own heat lamp display and start making that money.
So I'm going to switch up something here because you this doesn't make any sense on this paper.
It's English,
I'm going to talk about Triton Audio. So Triton Audio obviously is in a new generation. It is now in stock. I've sold quite a bit of it recently to a lot of dealers, and I've gotten really, really good responses and feedback back with reorders. So, you know, Triton Audio has redesigned their whole lineup. They literally have products from your entry level beginning, you know, that people that don't want to spend a lot of money but want some boom boom, all the way up to people who are willing to spend some serious money. They want that 10,000 watt amplifier. Triton has you covered. So, Bob, you might want to go into a little bit more detail.
So, you know what? I think one of the things that I always talk about, you're always talking about product and so, you know, how the product works. You're really knowledgeable about specifications. You put a lot of this stuff in your car. And I'm typically talking about how to make money because I'm older and greedier. So when it comes to Triton's a brand that is protected. So it's protected by, it's only can be purchased through an EDA distributor, which Go Fast is the EDA distributor for New York and all of the New England states. So you're not going to find it at every single, 7-Eleven store run on the corner. This is going to be a brand that you're going to be able to make money with. And to John's point, it's all been redone. It's been improved. As a matter of fact, take a look at, you should call your Go Fast sales rep. He'll be running around with this Triton Flyer. On the back there will be bundles on how to get into not only buy the Triton brand or get back into the Triton brand, but to spend $1,500 and be able to make 65% margin off that $1,500. And we break it down for you into what you're buying for the $1,500 and break it down into 4 different vehicles. So that you have 4 different customers, right? And not every customer is going to be the same. Some guy's going to want the full-blown system. Some guy's just going to want a little boom boom, put a little amp sub box and kind of call it a day. So get a hold of your Go Fast sales rep. Not only is the Triton brand redone and all their products just sounding fantastic, there's tons of margin in there. There's protection. Go ahead and look for it online. You might find a straggler here and there, but it's not like when you take some brands. When you pull a certain brand, we're not going to name. We're not trying to. It's not about calling out anybody and saying how bad they are on the internet. But try it. Any brand. Go ahead and look for them online. You're going to find invariably somebody selling it, either Amazon, eBay, something. Take a look for Triton. You're going to find sporadic, if you do find it, its chances are it'll be at MSRP or MAP. So you still, even if it's found, you still have all of that margin that you can make, and you can feel confident that not only are you going to be making great margin, but it's good sounding product that we stand behind. It's a great investment. There's got to be tiers, right? There's going to be tiers for guys that want the name brand, the most expensive. What about all those customers that are coming in and they want good sound, but they're not asking you for a specific brand. They're asking you for your opinion. And they're looking at, their budgets may not be the same. That's the brand that you want to, that's when you want to go into Triton, show them a brand that you can feel confidence in, show them a brand that's going to sound great, and show them a brand that you're going to make a lot of money, and they're not going to be able to turn around and say, hey, you hurt me, or you didn't do the right thing by me because I found it here, and it's 50% cheaper. You're not going to find it.
No, and to Bob's point, guys, it's very clean online. It is one of the better sounding stuff that I've heard in a long, long time. It has been RD tested. It has been CTA approved. It's actually been sent to a facility.
Oh, the Cogent Laboratories.
The Cogent Laboratories to get actually tested for ratings on amplifiers, ratings on speakers, ratings on subwoofers, and all came one of the top ratings that he can possibly give. It's not us doing the ratings. It's not, it's completely a third party, so it's unbiased ratings. This is the same laboratory that rates a lot of big manufacturer names on their products and gives them the ratings. So this has been taking steps to make sure that out of the box it's going to work for you, B, give you the performance that it says on the box or exceed it, and C, give you that Triton name, the one that really in the past has really shined when it came to like the CX subs and the shallow subs. Those were the outperforming ones. The speakers, they were one of the best sounding that I've heard. If you want, we've got actually 2 Triton vehicles here in the facility that you can actually hear yourself. So if you guys have any questions or want to hear this stuff, give us a buzz and we'll get you set up.
I hear Barry coming about 10 minutes before he walks in the building. I'll hear his car when I'm in there because he loves to play it loud. And it booms.
Yeah,
and it booms. And your car. I've heard your car too. And sure, your car sounds great.
And it doesn't give up. He's brutal with this.
Oh, he's brutal.
Brutal. And then
I don't know how the hell he can hear.
The whole building shakes and it's like no issues. So guys, give Triton a call. Give Triton a try and give your sales rep a call for some really, really smoking deals on it. The guys that have tried it, thank you very much. And you've given me some insane, great feedback. So hopefully we'll see you guys that haven't tried it out to give it a try. Next thing we want to talk about, obviously, is I kind of skipped all over the place because obviously our brand of the week is Alpine. But we want to talk about Alpine speakers down and dirty sales still continues. So by popular demand, Alpine renewed this deal because it was such a hot hit that, they want to keep that special going, keep more speakers and amp flowing to you guys, subwoofers, etc. at a very aggressive rate. So make sure you call your sales rep because that's going on. And if you're an SRP account, make sure you get a hold of your sales rep because Alpine has a VIR program that we would need to have you fill out paperwork for. And what it is you have to hit a certain number, but 30% of it has to be attached with speakers, amps, and subs. So if you spend $5,000, 30% of that has to be in speaker, amps, and subs in order to qualify for the rebate. So that means what? $1,500 is 30%.
$1,500, right?
It's 30%. So guys, get a hold of your sales rep. We do need you to fill out some paperwork. I've already gotten a few guys filled out already.
And the paperwork is so it's super easy. All the paperwork says is that you are an Alpine SRP, that you're not going to be selling this on online because Alpine also protects their products, and they're really stringent about it. And to Johnny's point, you're going to be able to buy with the down and dirty sale. You're getting these speakers, right? These and all the other speakers that Alpine makes at a reduced cost. As low as we can't even talk about how low they are. And then on top of that, so you can double dip if you're an SRP and you sign the SRP agreement. No, not a big deal. You're not going to put it online anyway. You already know what Alpine's about. We're going to be able to enter you into our VIR program. You're going to be able to get a 5% VIR, and the only requirement is there's no dollar requirement. You don't have to do the 5,000. Nope. What if I'm a smaller guy and only did 2,000? It doesn't matter how much you've done. You just need to maintain the 30% attached. So if you only did $2,000 in the quarter, and this is going to be a quarterly program, so if you only did $2,000 in the quarter and you need to maintain a 15% attached, it's $300. $300 in is 30%. 30%. I'm sorry, 30%. It would be $600. So $600 in amps and speakers, and I ran through the report, because as we're getting close to the end of the quarter is September 30th. I can tell you that almost half of the dealers that have signed up are already without any trying, without even trying, they're already qualifying for the VIR. So that VIR will come as a credit to your account, and it'll go on at the end of the quarter. It'll go on typically about 30 days after the end of the quarter. A credit will jump on your account. You can go ahead and put more Alpine product with your credit, and it's a quarterly program, so it'll start running again from October 1st through the end of the year. So guys, there's just no downside to this. You're getting Alpine product, you're getting it at a discount with the down and dirty sale, and then you're getting on top of it, you're double dipping, and you're getting to get the 5% VIR. And all you got to do is maintain that attach rate, and that's if you buy amps and speakers. And we all know Alpine for their great head units. Their amps and speakers are awesome as well. And Johnny's going to talk to us a little bit about some of the products that we got sitting up here.
Correct. So I just want to talk about a product spotlight from Alpine. A lot of you guys don't know about this particular piece. It's the KTX-NS01. This is an add-on navigation for Alpine on-road and off-road units, meaning if you've got a Jeep Wrangler all-in-one like the ILX2, forgot the part number, but it's the Jeep specific products with dash kit and radio, and you want to add off-road navigation. With this little stick, you'll be able to do off-road mapping, so you'll be able to trace where you've been at in certain areas, and it'll show you, turn here, turn right. Oh, you've constantly went through the same path, because off-road, obviously, you and I both know, there's no signs out there. There's no turn left to exit to, you know what I mean? It's literally just go as you're free as will, and now find your way back. So with this little navigation add-on stick, especially with those Jeep Wrangler radios, which the ILX 507, but their version for the Jeep
WRA,
JK or JL.
Right.
This stick is a great addition for the guys that love to go off-roading, which I know a lot of you guys do, because there's a trail behind my house, and I see all the time some Jeeps go off-road with those in that trail. So check that piece out. It is for sale here. Obviously, you see one here. We do have it in stock. Give your sales rep a call for information on the KTX NS01. Now, let's talk about brand of the week. This week, our brand of the week, obviously, is Alpine. Alpine makes from mild to wild products. They really do. They go from their, not even Type S, they go to their Type E's, which are their entry-level 6.5, 6x9s. For the guys that are, budget conscious, they don't want to spend a lot of money. They want to, spend as little as they can, but they want better sound in their cars. Maybe it's their daily car. Maybe it's their bucket. Who knows? But they have an entry-level speaker line for, all the people that are looking for entry-level products. Then it jumps up to the Type S. So the S2S models, it goes from all the way from 2.75 all the way up to 6x9s. They make subwoofers. They make the Type S amplifier, so the SA60s. So mono amplifiers, 4-channel amp, 5-channel amp. They also have a SA120, which is their new bigger mono amplifier that's 1 ohm stable. So, for a lot of guys that are looking for the boom booms, give the Type S definitely a try. Then you jump up to the Type R's, which is, their middle of the line system. I've heard a ton of Type R setups, very impressive on the high quality. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention about the Type S is even their Type S speakers and amps all say high-res audio, meaning it is all ready for high-fidelity music that is encrypted in higher resolutions. So I've said this before about different brands. I'll say it again. Download that Mary Jane song by Michael Jackson. And when it's high-res and you have a full high-res audio system, meaning you have a DSP, you have speakers and amps that are high-res, you can hear certain things that you wouldn't normally hear in your regular sound systems. Like for me, that song's pretty impressive because I pay attention to detail, and when I'm hearing snapping of the fingers, which I don't hear on other systems, that's pretty impressive. When I hear a flute in the background out of all the acoustics, you're like, whoa, what's that? That's a little extra. That's what high-res audio will do for you. So make sure you give the Type S's a try. The Type R's are also high-res audio certified. A little bit more power, a little bit broader speaker line and amp line, but it is one of the better sounding systems that I've heard also with Type R's. Then they make the oh my God.
Status?
The Status. It was at the tip of my tongue and I couldn't even throw it out there. Type Status systems. If you want the best high fidelity sounding system, you have those Teslas, you have those guys that are
Jeep kids,
the Jeep guys, the even a sports car guy that really enjoys a high quality sound. I know that there's plenty of them out there because obviously home audio is humongous, and there's a lot of high-end audio guys that will really jump onto the type status products. So give us a call on the type status products. Now, Alpine also made two different what they call audio processors, which is their DSP amplifiers and also a processor. They make the PXE C66, which is your 6-channel processor. It does not have a built-in amplifier that will auto calibrate once you put all the schematics of the vehicle into the computer section of that DSP processor. Then you can auto calibrate with an iPhone. They're working on an Android software, so it should be out shortly. But with the iPhone, you literally go like corner to corner on the vehicle. It's gonna give like some weird pulsating noise, which you'll hear on each speaker, and you'll just take the phone and go throughout the whole thing, and it will auto calibrate, auto time align the whole system. And you can shut it off so you can hear the difference. It's humongous. So they make the 6-channel DSP processor for guys that want to use the Alpine Type S amplifiers, Type E amplifiers, Type Status amplifiers. Then they make the PXE C8088, which this one has a built-in amplifier, 8-channel audio processor amplifier built into it. So you can do your component sets, active. You can do your DSPing, obviously, with this same thing as the 6066, or this has a built-in amplifier and just let it self-calibrate itself. Same process. You take the cell phone, you go throughout the whole speaker, and it will time align and calibrate on its own once you do the computer work. So this piece is pretty hot because I don't know about you guys, but a lot of companies out there take 3, 4, 5 hours, 6 hours of you just messing around with the DSP, your oscilloscope, your time alignment. You're trying to auto-correct everything. Go back to your oscilloscope, check out what the frequencies are at a center, of the vehicle. It's a pain. It really is. This takes the pain out of the guesswork. A lot of you guys just want simple, quick, easy. Yes, it costs money, but you want the best of the best in calibration. Give the Alpine audio processor a try. You will not be upset.
John, what I find here is, we sell a ton of brands, and there's a ton of brands out there, that make speakers and amplifiers and head units. But what Alpine does is they transcend that. They're making solutions, right? So one of the trainings that we had at one of our events was for DSP tuning. And it was one of the best attended events because guys are dying for this because it's not easy. They don't understand. They don't completely understand it. And if you want to sell these high-end tuned systems, you got to kind of be able to do that DSP tuning. So Alpine comes out and they make the processor that you mentioned and this amplifier that has the DSP tuning, and it brings it down to literally it's like almost plug and play. You're taking your iPhone, as Johnny mentioned, and you are literally scanning in the inside of the vehicle, and it's looking and feeling the inside of the vehicle and tuning the unit for you. Where so now you're not getting all involved with like the oscilloscope, as Johnny said, and getting all the tuning done. It's literally done for you. So how many guys would want to get in on that DSP type of tuned units where they can get the big dollars and not have to go through all of that learning and training and because when you it takes a commitment of time and learning. This is going to have it built for you. And now you think about Alpine with their solutions. You talked about the JK kit and the JL kit. These are solutions for the Jeep. It's not just here's some speakers and here's an amp and just slap it in. They are creating a solution for you. So the one thing that we're leading up to is now we talked about and you touched on it. Tesla. Tesla is a car that we don't for the most part it may not even roll into your shop because what are you going to put in there unless you're maybe doing window film. If you're a window film shop, you might get the Tesla in there, or you might get the Tesla in there if you're doing detailing and they want a ceramic coating when it comes from the dealer. But beyond that, there's not a whole lot of electronics that's being. No. You're not changing the radio. You're not changing the speakers.
There's not a lot of people that want to touch Teslas because of
they're afraid.
They're very afraid. Something small can cause insane amount of problems in a Tesla. But like Bobby was saying, with the Tesla products that Alpine is making. It's simple as dropping it in. It's auto calibrated for the Teslas. It's got a subwoofer that's powerful that goes in the back. And on top of that, Bob, what the best part is, you can play this system for an hour and it'll take less than 1% of your battery life.
So it's, I believe it, and we have a video, and we're going to play the video here in a second. Eric Brooks, trainer for Alpine, does a much better job of going into the details of the Alpine Tesla system. But it's in the video, you'll hear him say, if you play the Alpine Tesla audio system at full blast for 1 hour, the impact is less than 1 mile. You know, so with any vehicle that you drive, there's always that range anxiety. But when you're talking about an EV, and there's not chargers everywhere like you can find a gas station everywhere, you get that serious range anxiety. So the thought is, oh, you're putting this great system in, it's going to kill your battery. You're only, instead of getting whatever it is that they get, 300 miles, now you're only getting 200 miles. That's range anxiety. You're going to be, it'd be worried. The Alpine Eric will go through. The way that they designed it, they just thought about everything. They thought about weight. Mm-hmm. They thought about the draw that the amplifier takes. You know what? I can't do it justice. I think that Eric Brooks does it justice.
But before we do the video, I do want to talk about something else.
Talking about food?
We kind of skipped the head units of Alpine.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jenny, we'll talk a little bit about the head units of Alpine.
So before we go on to Eric Brooks, definitely pay attention to that video because he explains a lot about the Tesla systems, and I know you guys have a lot of questions. Like I said, it's all plug and play with the Tesla vehicles. Alpine has done all the hard work for you. You just need simple information about if it's a performance, non-performance, got a factory 12 speaker, 10 speaker, etc. in the vehicle, and you got a whole kit that is shipped to your door. But Alpine also does really, really well is their head units. So like their newest addition is the ILX W670. That piece is awesome. It's got built-in CarPlay, Android Auto. It's shallow chassis. It still allows you to add the amplifier, the KTX amplifier, to the back of the radio. It also now does what's called lighting lock. What is it called? Lighting link, sorry. And what it is Alpine made a couple of subwoofer boxes that have LEDs built into them. And with that, with this head unit, you can control the lighting on the boxes itself, which I think is pretty cool.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Not a lot of companies are out there doing that, especially when it comes to a head unit line. These do work very well with Maestro, so make sure that, if you do have a vehicle, always look at, Maestro for your automotive needs, for your install harnesses and your chime retention, steering wheel controls, camera retention, because it will work with the Alpine units. Alpine also makes a ILX 507, which a lot of guys love the 7-inch look of this. It has high res radio, Flax, LDAC. It's got an HDMI, Maestro ready. It works with Tidal, Sirius XM ready. It does do Wi-Fi, so you can do wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. Pretty much does it all. So Alpine has you covered when it comes to 7-inch screens. They also have a 9-inch and an 11-inch also in stock, and we have it here at Go Fast Solutions. So
yeah, well, and that's it's funny that we missed or we skipped the radios, because that's really what Alpine's known for, right? Yeah. I mean, everyone knows the Alpine head units. They're always one of the best looking head units. It's one of the most recognizable brands. Even when you go talk about the consumer, and we talk about this all the time, the consumer is going to know vaguely. They may not know all the details, but they're going to know. They're going to recognize Alpine. Alpine makes a quality unit. So, guys, you definitely, if you're not an Alpine SRP or direct, get with your Go Fast sales rep. He can help you go through the process of getting you approved as an Alpine SRP. It's one of those brands. It's certainly not the most important brand in your business, because always the most important brand in your business is your business. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to brands that you carry, Alpine is a brand that's going to attract people because of the quality of the years that it's been the standard of excellence, especially in head units and now speakers and amplifiers. So, guys, take a look at the Alpine brand. Call your Go Fast sales rep. He can get you help get you started and get you approved by Alpine.
And once again, Alpine has one thing that a lot of other no name brand products out there have. It's called name recognition. Alpine is one of the most recognized companies out there in the industry. You name Alpine, even your 80-year-old grandfather knows Alpine from back in the day. They probably had a cassette deck or 8-track Alpine named on it. But anyways, guys, you know, we're gonna hand it over to Eric Brooks so he could talk to you about Alpine Tesla systems. So let's get on with Eric Brooks.
Stick around because we've got some stuff to give away.
Yeah, we got a couple of stuff.
The girl is mine, mine, mine. Yes, she's mine. The girl is mine. Okay. Hello, I'm Eric Brooks with Alpine Electronics, and today I want to take a few minutes and tell you about our new Tesla sound system. This is Alpine's first specifically developed sound system for the Tesla vehicles. This system is made to work in the Model 3 or the Model Y. So this system, being designed specifically for Tesla, has a lot of really cool things that we've developed in engineering to really make it work properly in this vehicle. Like the cone materials. This is a blue carbon fiber cone. It's very lightweight and rigid. It gives us great sound without distortion. Also the surround. This hammer surround is found in many of our speakers, and it's been proven to give great control over the speaker as it moves in and out. Many of the components in this system have neodymium magnets, which are very lightweight and efficient, right? Again, not taking a toll on the range in the vehicle due to weight. The composite baskets in this are, again, very lightweight and rigid, giving great sound without much weight, right? So a lot of cool things about these speakers, not to mention they all plug right into the car. So there's no cutting of wires or anything like that to mount these things and to connect them. They plug right in. And in most times they screw right into place too. Very little to no modification in the system to do the install. It comes with all the wiring that you need, right, based on your vehicle, Model 3, Model Y, and which system you have factory. It has all of the connections, the interfacing, everything you need to tie into the factory wiring in the car. Again, very little modification needed here. There's a wide range of speakers, a lot of speakers here. So if you have the Model 3 that has the non-premium system, you're going to get 11 speakers to replace all the speakers in the car, and you're going to get a 10-inch subwoofer that's going to give you great bass output in that vehicle. You're also going to get our DSP amplifier that drives all of these speakers. And we're going to talk a little bit about that more in a minute. If you have a premium system, you're still going to get a great demonstrable improvement in sound with this premium sound upgrade. Again, all of the things that go into these speakers improve the sound in the vehicle, and you're going to get a larger subwoofer with more output. So you're going to have more bass impact in that vehicle. Same thing with the Model Y. Those Model Ys have premium sound systems, and again, it is a great improvement over the factory sound because of these speakers, the subwoofer, and this DSP amplifier. Now, a DSP amplifier is really the heart of the system. Number one, it has enough channels in it to run each speaker and drive them to give you great performance. But DSP allows us to tune this amplifier to sound as it should and give you the best audio performance in your vehicle. Let's think about it this way. If you walk into different rooms in your house and you talk, or maybe you're like me and you go singing through your house, right? If you walk into your closet, it's going to sound different than you do in your bathroom. Okay? And that's because of the acoustics in the environment. Well, each car has its own acoustic environment. So what we've done is we've tuned these DSPs to work best in your vehicle. So whether you have the Model 3 or the Model Y, it's been tuned to give you great sound in those vehicles. So that is the heart of the system here. So again, very little modification to your vehicle. It is certainly something that you can install yourself or have one of our Alpine dealers install this for you. It's going to give you a great sound upgrade. And one of the biggest questions about this system that we get is, how's it going to affect my range? Well, guess what? We've done some testing on that, and what we've learned, the efficiency of this amplifier, with this thing all the way up for an hour, it's going to affect your range by less than a mile. So a highly efficient amplifier DSP with very lightweight speaker elements that don't affect the weight of the vehicle. You're going to get a fantastic sound system and sound experience without affecting the range of your vehicle. And another great thing is you don't have to learn a new interface to control the system. You use your standard factory head unit that you've come to know and love. The technology in this vehicle is all going to work the same. You're just adding better sound to what's already there. So there you have it, a few minutes to go over this great sound system that's specifically developed for Tesla. We're going to do an install on this Model Y. So if you're interested in seeing what it goes into doing this install, feel free to tune into that. I appreciate you tuning in today. We'll talk to you again soon.
Oh, they stopped the music. What the hell?
I was digging the music.
So was I was like, dun, 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 dun. So thank you very much, Eric Brooks, for that very informative Tesla piece from Alpine. We appreciate all the information that you gave on this little short video. If you have any more questions, please feel free to give us a buzz or give even Eric Brooks a call at Alpine, and he'll be, he'll give you all the lowdown and dirty on that Tesla piece. Tesla is a huge, huge untapped market. It really is. So for Alpine to be the first out with something like this, that's a true, I'm not going to say plug and play, but almost a plug and play for that particular vehicle. And with all the technology built in, like Bob said, you can full volume crank this thing and really take no mileage out of your EV battery. Is a big win for a lot of people. On top of that, you're starting to see more and more and more Teslas just driving around this whole area. So give us a buzz. We do have the Tesla pieces in stock. The guys that have already bought and installed these have given positive feedback. So definitely be part of that crowd and don't let that go away to somebody else.
Make sure you come by the Mobile Expo and check out the Alpine booth. They're going to have some units there, and they may even have an Alpine Tesla in the booth for you to go ahead and do your own test drive or your own test listen to.
Yeah, guys, so definitely check it out. And then now we're just going to give a set of Alpine Type S speakers to somebody who one lucky winner.
So what I did, Johnny, is I ran a report of Alpine dealers over the last 90 days. Anyone that's bought over $1,000 in Alpine product is automatically entered. There's a whole bunch of names up on the list. I've got the spinny wheel of names going on, and we're gonna give away a set of Alpine S2 S65s. Look, I even got them in the. I got.
Oh, look at that!
You like that,
I like
right?
that. About time.
Wait till you hear the music. You don't like the music?
Oh God!
The music.
Here we go.
Yeah, baby.
What is wrong with you?
Mike Hungerford from Cartel. Congratulations. You've won a set of S2 S65s. Get a hold of Johnny and figure out how, on your next order, we'll get these in the box with them. Awesome. Thank you, Mike, for supporting us. Thanks, Mike, for supporting all of our stuff. Mike's going to have a car actually in the Mobile Expo 2024. So awesome. Congrats, Mike.
And guys, this is as fair as it goes. This wheel went around like 72,000 times before it picked anything. It just lands specifically on anybody. So congratulations to all the winners. We do it, every single time we give it away. It is as fair as it comes. We're not picking favoritism. It's all AI based. So congratulations to all the winners that always win something. And hopefully, if your name is not on that wheel, one of two things has to happen. Either A, contact your sales rep about being an SRP account, or B, buy more of the product.
Buy more of our stuff. And our giveaways are always based on people that buy products from. So you support us, we give back when we can. So awesome job by Mike. He always supports us. I literally see him or his girlfriend here 2 or 3 times a week.
Or more.
More.
There's some guys that come here 2-3 times a day that literally buy stuff and literally keep coming back and forth to pick up more stuff. Guys, it's I'm a firm believer. Support those that support you. we're one of the few distributors that actually give stuff away and actually support the dealer base like you guys are. So just make sure, support those Go Fast Solutions that support you. And we will always keep doing what we're doing. And with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Congratulations to Mike for winning the 6.5-inch Type S speakers. And we'll catch you on the next one.
We'll catch you on the next one.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, baby.
What is wrong with you?